Almighty push.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another great episode of Bruh Talk Live, part of the Almighty Collective, the land of positivity where empathy reigns. I am the sun that shines in that land of positivity. It's your boy, Almighty Vibes himself, man. Today is, what's today? March 26th, 2025. And let's get right into these topics because we got some juicy ones for y'all. Come on.
Almighty push.
Yo, so, bruh, they don't found or they don't identify, you know what I'm saying, one of the guys that blamed Sayso P and Sauce Walker. We're going to go over the video, you know what I'm saying, but this is, you know, if you've seen the actual video, which we're going to go over, this is the car they were in and all, you know what I mean? See, bruh comes out. They can see his whole face. Other bruh had his thing covered. I don't know why this man, you know, see, that's the thing I be telling you. There's cameras everywhere, bruh. Forget just social media. There's cameras everywhere, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So let's watch the actual video of the blaming right here. You see Sauce go down the floor. You see, you know what I'm saying? You see the car, all that good stuff. Is it the same car though? This one's white, right? The other one, the one you can see. So they say this is Sauce right here, where the arrow is, and the old boy that was running on the other side, they say it might be Sosa Man, but you can see, you know, all that good stuff with the body. You know what I mean? Y'all, you know, get a good idea. You know what I mean? But this, what's it called? This charger don't look the same as this charger though. You feel what I'm saying? This one is gray-ish. It's not white. You know what I mean? And it even got the black thing on it right here. I don't know if the other one had that black thing on it, though. In the front. Oh, it did. Okay. So maybe it's just... But anyway, I be telling y'all, man. What do I tell y'all all the time on this channel, bruh? I say this so many times, bruh. People like to identify, oh man, if gangsters would just stay off social media, you'd be, nah, bruh. It's just the times we in. That's cameras. Social media ain't the only camera out there, bruh. There's literally cameras everywhere. That's just the world we in now. If you commit crime, you will most likely do the time, bro. And we know Memphis, if you don't know, Memphis has I almost, no disrespect, but a poor, what's it called? What they call it? When the police find the guys, like they have a poor rate of that. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't solving cases. Like they have a poor, I think they say it's 33% or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think they were gonna find you. You know what I mean? But clearly I was wrong because technology, you know what I mean? Because I don't know where they are, but even they probably thought it was safe. Ain't no cameras there, but clearly there's a camera. It's probably like a street light or something. I don't even know. But bro, you can't, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. If you commit crime, bro, this day and age, you will do that time, bro. So you better make sure it's worth it. Don't go doing it for no petty ass shit because you're going to be sitting behind bars mad as hell. Real talk. R.I.P. Sayso P, man. You know what I'm saying? Speedy recovery with Sauce Walker. Old boy right here. I still don't understand why, you know, I mean, as I say, he probably felt comfortable. You know, bro probably felt hella comfortable. Like, oh yeah, all right, man. We out of, you know what I mean? He ain't have his mask on. Other bro had his mask on. Still smart. Maybe, I don't even know why, you know what I mean? But, hey. That's what we seeing right now, though. You know what I mean? Let's get on to the next thing on the table. If y'all don't know, I don't know if y'all seen this, that basically Boosie, he's in somewhat of a hot water or controversial thing. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. the boy that died, Caleb Wilson, when he was, you know, online for Qs, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying? And as I said, R.I.P. the bruh. I was also online for Qs when I was in college. I ain't gonna lie. Although I caught a charge when, it's some other bullshit. I caught a charge when I was online, so I couldn't even end up going through the process, you know what I'm saying? Which is crazy, like, you know what I mean? But, yeah, man. So I know how hazing, you know what I'm saying? I understand how hazing be, you know what I'm saying? Qs are known for the worst hazing. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I'm saying? Qs are definitely known. Some people say it's the alphas, but I think it's the Qs. You know, the Qs are known for the you know, the craziest hazing ritual. But anyway, so they blaming Boosie for basically trying to promote old boys, because he was, he has this Boosie Bash thing that be happening, and he was trying to basically fundraise for old boy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things went in. So let's go ahead and just watch the video.
These people going with me in Louisiana. That's why I moved from now on there, bro. It might be the last of Boosie Bash. It might be the last, bro. I'm thinking of taking Boosie Bash on the road, bro. Look for some venues this morning. Spend me about $300,000 on the tour right quick.
You can tell, bro, hurt.
On the road, man. They ain't gonna let me be great, bro. Man, I did this out of love, bro. My business partner came to me. He said, man, you know that kid just died, man. You want to do something for that kid, man, and his family? These people going with me in Louisiana. Kid just died at sudden. I'm like, of course I'll do something for him. We'll give him a 20, man. You know what I'm saying? Do a $10,000 scholarship and give him another 10 to his family when we get there. This sad, bro.
Damn, he can tell, bro, like, really hurt.
All the revenue I bring to this city, all the stuff, and they just always trying to take me down, bro. Like,
man, so you can see Boosie said the ultimate betrayal. Boosie responds to Attorney General that threatens legal action after Caleb Wilson's name. Y'all can read all this. I'm not about to be reading all that. Basically, from what they're saying is that, Boosie was in contact with the family, and he told him, he's going to try to use, he's going to do all this, whoop, whoop. But some way, somehow along the line, things got twisted, and now the family is trying to sue with the help of the Attorney General and all that good stuff. They think Boosie's trying to basically use bruh's name for clout. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see how that works, because I don't think Boosie needs that. This is Boosie, you know what I'm saying? And he does this all the time. But
the 6th annual Boosie Bash kicked off at Southern University. Boosie confirmed to WBRZ on Friday that he had plans to use the funds from Boosie Bash for a scholarship dedicated to Caleb Wilson. Wilson died in an alleged hazing incident back in February. According to Attorney General Liz Murrell, Wilson's family says they had no knowledge that their son's name and image was being used to promote the music festival.
Their understanding was that Boosie wanted to contribute and start a scholarship fund at the school and put some money towards starting a scholarship. That was the extent of the conversation that they had with him more than a week ago, and no one ever asked them or even mentioned this event, and no one ever asked them if they could use his name and image to promote the event.
But on Friday, Boosie talked with WBRZ and confirmed he was working with both Wilson's family and the Human Jukebox.
And I know that you are launching a foundation of scholarship in his name. Is that right?
Yeah, we're going to try to do something positive because I'm grateful for his dad and all the people who made this work. But, we're going to do something special for him because, it's a life lost too short.
Merle says she intends to take legal action for the misuse of Wilson's name for profit.
It's a dramatic misrepresentation and misappropriation of Caleb's name and image to support a for-profit event.
We reached out to Boosie's team, who were not available for an interview. They did say they are aware of the Attorney General's statement and do have plans to respond. Merle says her work starts Monday. She says Boosie and his team owe the family an apology.
And I think the promoters just saw an opportunity to promote the event on the backs of people who just suffered an unimaginable loss.
Man, see, I ain't gonna lie. I see a misunderstanding here from what I see. By the way, RIP to bruh and condolences to the family. But from what I see, this is a misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? If he was in discussion with them and they agreed that, and he's choosing to use this way to make the money that he's going to give to them, me personally, it's not my family, it's not my, but I don't see, you know what I mean? Because what they want him to just pull the money out of his pockets or something. Because I don't, you know what I mean? I really see a misunderstanding here, a simple misunderstanding that could have been handled by communication. Probably, bro, bro, he said, he talked to them. They say, oh, yeah, we're giving you the blessing, but maybe, he's a creative. He's thinking of multiple ways he can do that. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of the ways. You know what I'm saying? He honoring, bro. Me personally, I don't see how. I don't really see. I mean, I don't want to. I'm not trying to sound insensitive. This is bro talk. You know what I'm saying? The line of empathy. So I'm empathetic, but I don't see how this is necessarily a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Keeping your son's name alive, celebrating life, or, because a lot of people love to mourn death, while some people love to celebrate life. It just depends on where you at. If he's, and the money he's going, put towards them, I get it. Maybe I think where I'm getting it confused is they feel like maybe if all the money goes to them, to the whatever program thing he's trying to do, maybe that's different. But if he's only taking a cut out of that to, give back to them, then it's maybe that's where they feel like he's, because I don't really get it. I mean, I might be wrong. So I always tell y'all, but I don't. It's just a simple miscommunication for me. I don't see why. And this is how you can, turn somebody away from trying to do something good. You know what I mean? Because realistically, brothers like Boosie don't need this man's, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not act like he needs that, especially for a show that he does on the regular. He doesn't need, you know what I mean? I might be wrong, you know what I'm saying? But someone can let me know. But I don't think he needs to use bruh's name, you know what I'm saying? And Boosie ain't hurting for money. I mean, it doesn't look like he hurting for money. You know what I'm saying? I see it as bro was trying to, do something good, and somehow there's some miscommunication. And clearly the Attorney General is not messing with him, because this is what I be telling you, life is perspective, the way you interpret things, bro. Like, if you come with a negative mind, you're going to see negative. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm seeing this as positive. Oh, they talk, celebrate bro's life. You know what I'm saying? Sending good energy. You know what I mean? Maybe the family don't care about, they don't want that. They want it to be quiet and all that, and I get that. But, I don't know. I really don't. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. All right. Look at this one. Redman says he and Method Man no longer hang out. Wow. All right. Let's see this.
Meth get to hang out a lot these days still?
Hell no.
No?
No. We do shows and we come back home. I don't hang out with a lot of rappers at all.
Why not?
I don't.
That's work.
Yeah. This is work. This is home. Like, we're very inclusive with our movement. Like, once we off the road, we like, all right, you got family to deal with. I got shit I got to do. My circle is very small. Very small. Like, either I'm hanging out in the park. I'm a park dude. I like doing my
park
walk.
dude.
Yeah. I like doing my walk, little calisthenics,
there you go.
And getting back to work. Yeah, so we all have different lives. I don't hang out with rappers.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't have expected that answer.
No, hell no. I might call. Like, it's a lot of MCs who I'm connected with. Like, of course, Wu is my crew or whatever. But it's a lot of artists that we might chop it up on the phone. But no, only artists I hang out with is my boy Do It All Do from Lords in the Underground.
Meth get to hang out
Underground, and Tretch if I see him in the hood, and that's about it. That's about it.
And what, like, when you're getting creative?
And Kid Capri is my big bro. Like, I talk to him and I go see him all the time. But he's not a rapper though. He's a DJ, one of the best. But the ground.
I mean, I get it though. Bro, they're older. Bro got life. They got stuff going on. As I say, life is perspective. Someone might see this and like, oh, they don't fuck with each other. Nah, bro. Like, if you got life going on, you got business, you got stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna handle yours. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no bad blood. He just say he don't be hanging out. You know what I'm saying? He also said he be calling, he be talking. I think that's me though. I ain't gonna lie. I love my personal space, but I definitely keep up. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them niggas that I definitely keep up with what the homies got going on. You know what I'm saying? But I might not necessarily be hanging out. I'm not gonna be hanging out and doing all that. I like my space. I really, really like my space. If I hang around someone too long, I start getting irritated. That's just me. I need my space. You know what I'm saying? But, it be like that. Everybody has their own thing. I don't see this as, anything negative. I just see this as, individuals that got lives, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't young like they used to be. You know what I mean? They were tight back there, at least it looked like. You know what I mean? I seen videos and stuff of them talking and all that good stuff. But, yeah, I think it's just, regular. But, people always read meaning into stuff like they beefing on. But I see it as a regular thing. All right. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. let us go right here. Look at this. Video surfaces of the R.I.P. Drake coffin being delivered to DJ Khaled's home last month. Y'all remember this story? Let's see. But that's crazy, though. They're really carrying that thing like it's a real car. I mean, it's a small car, but that's crazy. Somebody ordered that or what? Like, are these guys the delivery guys or are these the guys that's... Yeah, it look like it's a delivery. Yeah. It definitely look like it's a delivery. It definitely look like it's a delivery. Yo, what's good? What's good? Welcome to the stream. Shout out to you. You're hearing me. Yeah, it looked like it's a delivery. I don't think they're the ones. I don't think it's like a prank. Like, they're probably the ones just delivering the thing. And I'm guessing this is Khaled's security guard. He just looking like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what going on? But this right here though, I don't even know. I don't even understand realistically. Like what in the name? I mean, I don't think this is a charge or anything. You know, it's probably they would say just creative expression. You know what I'm saying? But this is crazy. You know what I mean? All right. Well, I don't know, man. That's the video of it. So let's keep going. All right. Look at this one right here. Lil Wayne's son, Lil Novi, remixes Playboy Cardi's Like Wheezy. Let's hear this.
Yeah, took some to the lean side, got it from Weezy. Like, I just rocked out text to see me on TV.
All right,
I
that
told her
boy.
baby Weezy, but she ain't believe me. This is a lot of motherfucking money, a whole lot of motherfucking moolah. Yeah, I'm counting up this paper, I got too many paper cuts.
That boy is father's son for real.
I smoke way too much. Should go like 1,000 rounds to the whole day, ain't nothing.
Yeah, that boy is father's son for real. Hey, nah, shout out to bruh though. You know what I'm saying? He definitely is father's son, man. You know what I'm talking about? The locks. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like the personality, the swag. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. Shout out to bruh. He doing it. He doing this. You know, he doing his thing. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, Cardi. Shout out to Cardi though. You know what I mean? I think I heard that Cardi did some crazy numbers his first week on that his recent album. What did they say, like 280, 290, 280 something or 3 something? I can't remember, but it was pretty good. I think they said it either he beat Kendrick's first week or it was close to Kendrick's first week. I can't remember which one, but shout out to bruh and shout out to, you know, everybody involved. It's just everybody wish, you know, this is something that you want. You know, everybody wants their kid to be an image of him or whatever it is, man. And I think Wheezy, Lil Weezy Piper, you know what I'm saying, did that with his son. He got a damn near carbon copy of that, man. You know what I'm talking about? One more time, though.
Yeah,
Let's
took
see.
some to the lean side, got it from Weezy. Like,
Look.
I just rocked out text to see me on TV. I told her baby Weezy, but she ain't believe me. This is a lot of motherfucking money, a whole lot of motherfucking moolah. Yeah, I'm counting up this paper, I got too many paper cuts. I know it's hot, and more inside, I smoke way too much. Should go like
That boy
1,000
flexing
rounds
that.
to the whole day, ain't nothing.
Hey, yo, no, shout out. All right. Look at this one right here, man. Meek Mill denies being held hostage by LA Crips. Y'all remember the whole Big U thing and, Loose Cannon talking about how, you know, he and his mans pressed Ross and Meek, you know what I'm saying, at the behest of Big U and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And Meek is basically responding, you know what I'm saying? Somebody says, this guy must be using a story to confuse his indictment because I never seen him before. I would have put him to God's test, what the hell, on the spot. Whoa. Bruh, what? I never even met Buddy, but I don't negotiate with fake thugs. Asking him what chain because all my chains, some shit. LOL. Watches, all things. Okay, whatever. Well, this is what Meek is saying. He said he ain't get pressed, man. It says, I'm not about to be reading. Y'all can read that. But yeah, he said he ain't get pressed, man. Bruh said, press who? Me? Meek Millie? You tripping. So, hey, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? then again, if it happened, I don't think he's gonna come up here and say it. But then again, he also talking about he's gonna put it a guy's test and some more. So you know, I don't know. Some people said, you know, I don't know. You feel me? But all right, let us keep going. Look at this. Boxer Devin Haney shares alleged DM from Bad Baby after she dropped his name in a new song. Okay.
I'm a grimy little bitch, bust it open real quick. Get a mad, call up Sosa, go 300 on that dick. OG crash out, it's on site, no time to talk about shit. Could've fucked on Devin Haney, he ain't hitting on shit. Last time I think, what's his name, I fucked him on a split. They all love me, try to cook me, I'm a real freak, bitch, I go.
All right. So this is the text. She sent him a text me thing. What? Text me? And then he responded with a clown emoji. Oh, yo. That is crazy. That is diabolical. Bro, respond with a clown emoji, bro. Devin Haney, my brother. Hey, yo. Damn, have mercy on her, dog. You know what I mean? She might just want to have a quick conversation after insulting you on the thing. You know what I'm saying? She just want to have conversation. I don't know. I mean, it's hey. I don't see how. Maybe I don't know. Maybe she just I don't know. Why you think she's trying to reach out to him? Maybe to let him know that I don't know. Or she trying to I don't know. I can't because from what she said in the lyrics and maybe she's trying to I don't know. What y'all think? Like I don't be knowing what you know what I'm saying these folks be doing these days. Everybody has a different means, you know, for publicity. You know what I'm saying and maybe this was one of them. You know, so she put his name there, but she reached out to him maybe to clarify, hey, I put your name in that thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't spread, you know what I mean? Or she was trying to slide in his DM. I don't even know, man. All I know is Devin Haney ain't having it, bro. That boy said, this clown-ass John, what the fuck is you talking about, man? I don't know, man. Celebrities and the celebrity thing, man. Shit. It is what it is. All right. Let us keep going, man. Let us keep going. Look at this.
New at 10, St. Louis native Sexyy Red slapped with a new lawsuit tonight. According to court documents, she's accused of calling on her followers to attack her child's grandmother. That suit filed on Monday says Sexyy Red, whose legal name is Janae Wary, asked her fans on social media to kick in the door of the grandmother's Hazelwood home. The suit also says the rapper asked her followers to beat the woman up. That woman, Nicole Barnes, says she and her family members had to move out of the home for their safety. She also says she lives in constant fear and had to go to therapy for emotional distress. Barnes is asking the court for $5 million in damages. New at 10, St. Louis native Sexyy.
Why would she do that? No, for real. Like, why would she say that? You know, I mean, I get you feel a certain way, but when you have influence, what do they say? With great power comes great responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And in this situation, bro, why would you say something like that? This is, as they say, self-snitching. You know what I'm saying? She could just say she was just being it's an artistic way of her expressing. I don't know. Everybody has this, you know, expressing themselves thing as a, you know what I mean? But at the same time, though, like, how did she think this was going to end? Like, bro, they're slapping cases on everybody this time, and she a blood. She chucking up the big B's. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know why her ass is tripping when she know they can slap her with one of them cases. You know what I'm saying? It's not wise. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? But she's always herself, right? That's what people always say. You know, they love her for her being her. But, hey, hopefully you being you doesn't, you know what I'm saying, send you to jail or some shit. Or, you know, I don't think this is enough to send anybody to jail, but she definitely might end up paying a fine or something. I don't know. I might be wrong. You know what I'm saying? They could say this is like inciting violence. I really don't know how, you know, court things. I ain't no police. I don't. You feel me? But it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why she would do that. You know what I mean? Just, y'all, please, man. If you're a celebrity, you know what I'm saying, hear my words or anything like that, bro, just understand, bro. You got to be, you know what I mean? You got to live, you got to be careful, man. Careful what you say. Careful, you know what I mean? Because, bro, you are a celebrity, bro. There's a heavy magnifying glass on you, bro. Like, bro, you spit, bro, it's going to look like you just, I don't even know, like you threw up, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying this, everything you do is magnified. You sip a simple spit, gonna look like a throw up. You say bye, it's gonna look like you telling somebody fuck you. You know, all this good shit. It's just people spin things a lot, man. So you got to be careful when you up in, you know, public limelight. If you didn't mean it, clearly she meant it. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, you know what I mean. So I don't know, but just I don't support violence, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is Bro Talk. You know what I'm saying? Part of the Almighty Collective, land of positivity where empathy reigns. I'm not about to be supporting no, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Sexy Red, man, sis, come on, man, what you on, man? Start that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings all around, not no negativity. You know what I'm saying? Because for sure, this right here, you definitely don't got old girl to leave her spot, because all her fans, all Sexy Red fans, which, you know what I'm saying, not all of them are ratchet on it, but you know the image, they probably, you know, women that will be willing to take that charge and all that good stuff, because, you know what I mean, that's just kind of the image, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
She also.
All right, look at this.
Okay, so everybody keeps hitting me up asking me, how do we get the #1 album from prison and Tory being behind bars? And I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, it's the fans, it's real fans. He's got real fans. The producers, the engineers that he handpicked to be on this album and put this album together. You know, we did this all with Tory Lanez. We went #1 all with Tory Lanez being blackballed, you know, from the music industry. He ain't get no love, no support from the labels, no support from the industry, no support from streaming. We didn't get playlisted, nothing. And that's how you know these numbers is real, because we didn't get no support from anywhere but the fans, from the internet, and from the people that really support Tory Lanez. And, you know, we worked day and night on this album. Big love, big ups to everybody that was on the album. We worked day and night on it, and it came out to be okay. So everybody,
bruh, that's crazy though. You know how we always talking about how, you know, the music industry, you know what I'm saying, how, you know, it's ran by, you know, individuals and all that good stuff. So when they blackball you, you probably, you know, you damn near done. From what bro is saying, seem like, you know, if you got some legit fans, they're gonna mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it can go above that, because another thing is like the Drake thing. Like, you know, when people were like, oh, Drake dropping whatever the album he dropped with Party, right? They were like, man, this is not gonna do good because of all this and the UMG, you know, and it ended up coming out to be good. So, I mean, I don't know whatever's payola, whatever the bots, whatever they calling it. I don't know if, you know what I mean. But what I can see, what I believe is that if you really got legit fans, bruh, you can definitely make a living enough, at least. You know what I'm saying? Bruh went all the way to #1. His album, you know, went to #1, not off of the help of, I guess, all the, you know, the labels or whatever the other stuff, right? But y'all really think bruh is blackballed? I think so. Do you know why? I did a video recently, last month, I think, on Tory Lanez, bruh. On, I think the album. Actually, I was talking about the album or something like that, right? And if you can go check it out. The comments, bruh, after I dropped that thing, the comments it was basically, it came off like bots, because it was basically like the same statements. Like, few people came in saying the same thing. Oh, he's behind bars. He shouldn't be allowed to make music. Literally, like a few, you know, people with the same thing. And I'm just like, wait, what? Is it? Do everybody feel this way? But then somebody else like, you know, commented and like, bro, the fact that all these comments on here is saying similar things, like, you know, basically them the same thing. Yeah, it's making me feel like, you know, this is botted. And once he said that, I had to think about it like, damn, that's true. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't, you know, I didn't really think about it like that. But I really think he was blackballed. So congrats to bruh, you know what I'm saying, and his team for making that, you know what I'm saying, especially behind bars. Like that's hard. That's hard. You know what I'm saying? So congrats to bruh, real talk. All right. Look at this one. Bro, I said, you okay? Bro, that man Bow Wow look like he's super happy. Bro, I don't, it didn't come off like bro was angry with him or anything. It just looked like he had to be like, yo, bro, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro was really on him. Like, he was, bro, Bow Wow came off like that friend that's more, like, happier than you for your success type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know if you all had any of those friends that, like, genuinely, you have, like, something good happens to you, But this person right here carrying on top of their head like it's happened to them. Those are the kind of friends you want. Real shit. Like that's someone that genuinely cares because they're them that living through you. You know what I'm saying? Now that some friends live through you and try to influence you in the sense of like, oh, do this or that. While some are just they really support you and they just there to support you. You know what I'm saying? Some people are the in front of the camera, in front of the scenes, while some people are behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And whichever one you are, knowing your part, playing your role, all that good stuff. Hey, shout out to me. I don't think bro was. It don't look like bro was annoyed. Wow, it just looked like he could understand because Ray J myself. I think Ray J is a cool dude. I don't know him personally, but every time I see him on here, he's always like nice and humble and some more shit. So you know what I mean. But he could. I ain't gonna lie. Bow Wow is pushing him like. God, bro, was bro drunk? His eyes don't look like he drunk, but what would you do in this situation though? I think he played it off pretty well. All right, let's see what else. Look at this, man.
Go through the process, nigga. Pull over, go through the fucking process, nigga.
All right,
you'll pull over for if niggas was in the car, man. Man, pull over, go through the process, man. Nigga been chilling, nigga been thugging. Nigga been riding with guns. Nigga been riding with drugs. Man, come on. Nigga been riding around with warrants, with 100-round choppers and all that other shit, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. If you know it, man, come on, man. Police don't give a fuck about us, dog. Man. I can't believe that get dead, dog. And there's other people died with her, fool. Like, but this girl got a son, man. This girl got a fucking son, man. A fucking son, man. Man, that shit hit different when you know Woody, man. When you know a person, dog. Bro, when you know a person, bro, and then shit hit different. Man, you know what's up.
That's a fact.
You know what's up, fool.
That's a fact, bro.
You know what's up. Blood or not, bro. If you love this person, you love this person, bro. Can't nothing change that.
That's true.
This a fucking girl, dog. This a fucking girl, man.
Damn.
This a fucking girl,
You feel
dog.
the pain, bro.
It's a fucking girl, fool. Hey, deep, fool. I says, nigga, pull over.
Man, R.I.P. to bruh sister, man, and condolences to Big Boogie, man. Man, loss, bruh. Loss is it be like that, man. He hit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm not even, this, as I always tell you, this is bro talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Part of Almighty Collective, land of empathy and positivity. You know what I'm saying? So, instantly once I see, I put myself in people's situation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, I've lost people. A lot of us have lost people. So, you can sympathize and empathize with bruh's situation. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. for real, man. Shout out to King Kush. You know what I'm saying? Bruh is really hurting, dog. Bruh really feeling that joint, man. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like, and a lot of, bruh, we understand grief, man. A lot of us understand grief. You feel me? One thing I will say about this, though, some people look at this and say, man, why he on social media crying? You trying to do clout? Nah, bruh. I would actually say, to be honest, I think bruh is, because he might be he's definitely, celebrating life in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Keeping the person's name alive and all that good stuff, right? But it takes a certain level, as a man. Men don't like to come on camera and cry, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thugs, especially, like, niggas, like, you know what I'm talking about? We don't like to come on camera and cry, bro. When we cry, I'm saying me included, when we cry, we like to do that shit in private, dog. You feel what I'm saying? We don't want everybody in our business. So, and especially if you're a thug, you ain't trying to look for no sympathy from nobody, nigga, because your reputation already is not a sympathetic reputation as a thug. You know what I'm saying? You the one causing pain. So it takes a lot for someone to get on, you know what I mean, and, express themselves, man, just to shout out, so to keep someone's name alive, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I damn. Prayers, definitely sending prayers, man, you know what I mean, and strength to bruh, you know what I'm talking about? R.I.P. is sis, you know what I'm saying, and condolences for real. Everybody has lost somebody or losing, anything, condolences to you, man, and Trust and believe, bro. One thing I'm gonna tell you, just keep living, man. You know what I'm saying? My mom's always say, where there's life, there's hope, bro. As long as you're alive, there's hope, bro. So just keep living, man. No matter how tough it is, no matter how rough, all that good stuff, man, just keep going. Eventually, with time, that pain goes away, man. You know, you still gonna remember the person, but the pain itself dies down a lot, man. It's just everything. Time, man. You know what I mean? The one rule of reality, I always tell people, bro, I say this on this channel all the time. The first rule of reality, bro, is nothing lasts forever, bro. Everything is finite. The second rule of reality, bro, is that you don't know how long you have it for. There ain't no expiration date reading on anybody's forehead or anything. So you got to enjoy it while you have it, man. You know what I'm talking about? So RIP, man, for real, for real. You know what I mean? Let's see if there's any other topics I did not touch on. Look at this. Damn, what the spin? Woo! Clack! Damn. Legend, man. R.I.P. Dope. That boy, he's still trying to move that jump. Bro, ain't giving up. He said, hell no. Bruh. Man, R.I.P. Dolph, man. Bro, that man's car. Bro, man. I thought these cars, he looked like he got a Hellcat or something for sure. One of them Chargers. You would think that thing will pass police or something more, but I guess not. Bro, still trying. See right there, he still trying to, you know what I mean? Bro, realize he mad, so he like, fuck. All right, whatever, it's cool. Y'all can have him, man. You know what I mean? Bro, you know, someone once told me, it's like, bro, what do people expect when they go on high-speed chases? Like, what's the success rate on high-speed chases? Do people really get away? How many people get away from high-speed chases, though? You know what I'm saying? King Kush say he think he playing GTA. Oh, God. Hey, but it's Dolph, though. Dolph was living, you know what I'm saying? That man had hella, like, you know what I'm talking about? Hella, you know, those kind of cars and shit, so shit. You know what I mean? And you know, when people living that life of crime, shit, you know, hey. Right, yeah, as they say, man, you're going to have to take me down. I ain't doing your job for you. You're going to have to take me down, son. You feel me? But now, back to what I was saying, though. What's the success rate on these joints, bro? What is the success rate? You know what I mean? Like, do people really get away from cops in high-speed chases? If y'all know anybody that's gotten away with, you know what I'm saying, anything like that, let me know in the comment section, because I don't see why niggas just be, you know what I mean? I get you don't want to do the job for the man, but ain't no point. Like, you going to get caught. I mean, I'm not gonna waste my energy, bro. Like, and that's what I be saying. Just stay away from crime, bro. Like, it's pointless if you know the end goal and you still trying to do things. You know for sure this is how it's gonna end. There's no other way for it to end. You know what I'm saying? Or the chances are like very minute. I don't know, bro. If if that's the life you living, you chose it. I ain't gonna judge you. You know what I'm saying? Just live. You know what I'm saying? Bro says 5 stars and they ain't stopping, bro. I'm on it. Hey, yo, man, for real. That shit crazy. But, yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. By the way, R.I.P. the Dolph, you know what I'm saying? For real, you feel me? Let's get to other topics on the table. What I got in the trending section right here, man. All right, look at this. Let's start with this one. Look at this, man. Will Smith gets a street named after him in honor of him in Philly, man. Congrats to bro. Real talk. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith, you know what I'm saying? Been, I don't know, bro's fire, bro. I don't know if y'all seen the video I did when I reacted to when he did the song with Black Boy Max, and that man just did a one take. One take, you know what I mean? And trust me, I'm a musician, you know what I'm saying? So I understand. By the way, if you don't know, go check out my music, you know what I'm saying? Almighty Vibes on all platforms, you smell me? But, yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Bro's doing his thing. Bro be in there, you know what I'm saying? Congrats to bro. Real talk, especially after all the, you know, he's had an interesting few years. You know, I say that. You feel me? He's had an interesting few years, for real. Well, congrats to bro. Real talk. You know, it's an achievement. You know what I'm saying? Y'all chase your dreams, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna achieve your shit. Real talk. All right. Look at this.
Tidy Whitey's comment was funny because I don't wear tidy Whiteys. Let you figure out why that is. But moving on from that particular subject, I don't happen to consider anything that LeBron has said a laughing matter.
Oh, shit.
So y'all wanted me to be serious, I'll be serious.
Oh, shit.
And I know there's some people out there that's going to be like, oh, I'm milking the story for all it's worth. Well, I've been winning in television for quite some time. I don't need an incident like this to talk about LeBron, and I don't need an incident like this to get ratings. LeBron gives us plenty of ammunition to talk about him, both good and bad. So
Clearly
let's get that out the way first.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's also get out the way that major props to Pat McAfee for getting that interview. There's a lot of people that's been texting me, and he's a teammate. He's on ESPN. Why would he do that? Please, y'all, be quiet. Pat McAfee did nothing wrong. Pat McAfee did his job. Pat McAfee has a show that airs on ESPN. You have an opportunity to get LeBron James, you take him. I don't give a damn who you are. This is one of the greatest players in the history of basketball. You get him. If you have an opportunity to get him, you get him. And I didn't think that Pat McAfee disrespected me or did me wrong in any way. He did his job, and I got no problems with it.
Respect to Stephen A. for real, though.
My issue is with LeBron James. And I just want to say for the record, LeBron James is full of it.
Oh, shit.
And in this particular instance, as it pertains to his son, he is a liar.
Oh, shit.
And he went on national television today, and he lied again.
Oh, shit.
You see, when he approached me while I was sitting courtside at that game against the New York Knicks, when he rolled up on me, I didn't know he was going to roll up on me. I had no idea. But when he said what he had to say, I was in no position to give any kind of retort without making a scene. It was during the third quarter. It was fresh out of a timeout. It was him walking to the basketball court. It was on national television. The cameras were rolling. And had I done something, what do y'all want me to do? You want me to act? You want this to be a reincarnation of Chris Rock and Will Smith? And let me state for the record that while we bring up that, let me assure you it wouldn't have gone down like that. I would have gotten my ass kicked because had that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him.
Oh,
immediately.
Snap.
That I'm not going to tolerate.
Right, plan.
But I knew he wasn't going to do something like that. There was no fear in my mind about it. It was shock because as I have repeatedly stated, I was not talking about his son. I was talking about him. But when he said, and whether it's the video that you saw him a couple of days later after that incident when he was talking to Richard Jefferson, my colleague at ESPN, before an ABC game in Boston when it got blown out that night by the Celtics, or in the aftermath of it, including Pat McAfee's show when he talked about me getting personal and taking it beyond basketball, I'm getting to a point where I'm getting very annoyed at people who cover the game of basketball, who cover professional sports, pundits out there, including him, his inner circle, his family members, and everybody else included. When are y'all going to ask him or hold him accountable for the truth?
What truth?
And whether it's the...
It's obviously to you and Stephen A.
Okay.
Hey, legit, that feels like a moment that had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're watching it. We're all seeing it.
Oh, yeah.
We're all, you're seeing it as well. It's
He literally, it started off with, I didn't want to address it.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it. But since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
Yeah, we're viral. You would be not to talk about it.
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you could address it, it's your ass. Like, seriously, it's... and like another, he completely like missed the whole point. The whole point. Never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job to criticize or
it's obviously to you
or to, be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. And I think a lot of the media, including him, and I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about it. Oh my God! He's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer and sit in his chair.
This a real
and his tidy whities on the couch.
I hope at some point you two do get a chance.
Like,
but you're right.
Dude, like relax, bro. Like relax. Like seriously, guys. Or,
hey, see, this is another thing. Right? This is another thing that I keep saying. Communication will solve the problem. Now, there was communication, clearly, right? But it wasn't the right kind of communication. You feel me? Like, that's the thing, right? They say it's not what you say, but how you say it. You know what I'm saying? And he would have gotten the point, perhaps, if you had said it a different way, LeBron. And mind you, I'm not siding with anybody. You know what I'm saying? I can see this is two individuals, two perspectives, and I understand both perspectives. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when people say, because I think what I do, I try to, react to stuff from a logical perspective, but I'm human. So every human has bias. So I'm very open that I try to be unbiased, but I am human, so I probably have a bias. And I'm not trying to convince nobody about nothing. My channel is not about to convince. It's not convincing you. It's me reacting to stuff. And if you feel it, tap in. If you don't, cool. You agree? Let me know. You disagree? You let me know. You know what I'm saying? Either way, my thoughts is my thoughts. Your thoughts are your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So, this situation, man, I definitely think, yeah, hold on, let me get it. I definitely think this situation is, I don't know. They could just talk about it. Sit on a podcast and talk about it. Or just privately talk about it. Bruh, conversation rules the nation, bruh. I promise you, bruh. If they really had a heartfelt conversation, not with too much emotion, but just talk. Genuinely talk. I'm very sure they're going to figure it out where the misunderstanding is, bro. Communication helps a lot, bro. The proper communication, right? You know what I'm saying? It depends on how you say stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't like somebody, of course, you're not trying to see eye to eye with them. You know what I mean? But it seems like Stephen A. gives LeBron his respect, and he just, he has the way he thinks about certain things, and LeBron has the way, he's seeing things, and that's clashing. But I feel like these guys can definitely sit down and talk. They seem, first of all, it's not no real beef, like hate beef type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just difference in opinions, clashing and stuff like that. At least that's what it looked like to me. You know what I mean? And both men seem composed enough. So I think eventually there's going to be that talk. They're going to have that sit down. Plus, it's going to be beneficial, profitable to both of them. You know what I'm saying? Once they have that talk, that view's going to go stupid. You know what I'm talking about? So, y'all let me know what y'all think. All right. Look at this.
Wait, you got dreads? Yeah, I'm a nigga, man.
What?
I'm real nigga.
What?
Yeah. Where you from? From America.
What?
No, you not. Yeah, Los Angeles Lakers.
Los Angeles Lakers. What the?
He ain't a nigga.
Hold on, wait. Can these guys say that?
I came out here. I think it's North. You the first Chinese person I see with dreads, bro. Because I like American culture.
Respect.
So you're not from LA.
Respect.
So you're not from LA. But I'm LeBron James fans, man. You like LeBron James fans? You like Cristiano Ronaldo. I know Cristiano Ronaldo. I like LeBron too, though. I'm a LeBron fan. Yeah. So you never been to America? Because I live DC. You know DC, Houston.
DC. You said DC.
But you got dreads.
Hold
yeah, I'm a nigga, man.
That man said I'm nigga.
I'm real nigga.
He said he real nigga. Hey, hold on. How y'all feel about, Asian guys saying the word nigga? How do y'all feel about that? Mind you, see, I had a discussion with an old head, you know what I'm saying? He even had a problem with me saying nigga because, he was literally, he was here before the Watts riots and all that good stuff. He used to live in Watts before the Watts riots. Y'all seen him on the podcast, Papa Fred. If y'all can go check the Bro Talk podcast. It's one of the playlists here. But how y'all feel about Asians saying the word nigga? Because bro was like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, here. I personally, one thing about me though, I love to see people embrace the culture. You know what I'm saying? As I said, life is perspective, right? I love to see people embrace the culture, but I think you gotta help them skew it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we fucks with you doing, saying woo woo, addressing, when someone goes as far as they don't naturally have locks, at least not the current Asians, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, Asians, from the history, Asians were darker skinned and all that, all that, whatever, right? But for him to take that much time to change his hair texture and all that. That's someone that's truly committed. You know, it's like when white guys, try to act like black and all that. Some people see it as, oh, be yourself, bro. If you appreciate something, like, I think I'm with it in a sense. I'm just not cool with the whole nigga thing though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just a word. Empowerment and all that. I get that, but but I definitely like the fact that cultures embrace, because if you don't know, black culture is love. Like, I don't know about too many other cultures, even Asian culture. See, Asian cultures are more Asian culture. For example, like the Japanese, they're more secluded. Like, not saying they hate, but it's more keep it within. Most cultures are keep it within. But black culture, African culture, is usually give, help out. That's clearly how them white folks were able to come in and do the whole slave thing, right? You know what I mean? But the culture is, we love. Black folks love we love it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I see this. Some people might be, depending on what you got in your heart, you might be like, oh, it's hate, oh, the whites, he say, But you can see he really appreciates it. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, other than the nigga part that he said, yeah, I like.
You a nigga? Yeah. Where you from? From America. No, you not. Yeah, Los Angeles Lakers. Stop here. He ain't a nigga.
He's definitely not a nigga.
I came out here. I think it's North. You the first Chinese person I see with dreads, bro.
Bro, they have. That's a thing. I seen it on social media. That's a thing where they really be changing their hair to locks and stuff. Like, there's a whole process where they do it, like literally, and they get the similar texture to ours. Not, of course, not. But you get what I'm saying. I don't. As I said, other than the part of him saying nigga, you know what I mean? I appreciate people that respect, you know what I'm saying? And, because you need to think about it, bro. If you grew up in a culture, your own culture, for you to look at someone else's culture and be like, it's so good that I'm willing to even, put my culture on in the second foot and put this one in the first foot. You feel what I'm saying? That's someone that genuinely appreciates your shit. You know what I mean? Depending on who you are, you might not respect that. You might be like, oh, be authentic. But my whole thing is, bro, we are all one. You know what I'm saying? If you are a biology person, or if you studied, whatever history of, the earth and life or whatever, how humans, they say the first humans were in Africa before we migrated all around, you know what I'm saying? And, stopping at different points and all that good stuff and blah, blah, blah. So we all one regardless, you know what I'm saying? But, we love to claim different points in that thing. And I'm not trying to convince nobody nothing, but as I said, it's all love, bro. This is bro talk, man. This is bro talk, man. You know what I'm saying? The land of empathy where land of positivity where empathy reigns. Same thing either way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we love to see it, man. You know what I'm saying? Clearly he don't care about his skin tone. This is love. He don't care about his skin tone. He cares. Like, his heart is in there, unless he's just doing this to troll. Because I don't know, but but it looked like there's love there. So y'all can let me know what y'all think. All right. Which other one? Look at this.
那个是不是太远了？
Wait, what did he say?
那个啥，那个
Wait, what?
他们那个馆是多远？
Oh, nigga. Oh.
是望京那边的吗？
Yo.
那个我上次去的那个。
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. This is my first time seeing this video.
Watch everybody.
Yeah.
What?
Why don't you get one of those bikes?
那个是不是太远了？
I show him like this.
那个啥，那个
Yeah, like yo, hold on, what?
那个他们那个馆是多远的一个馆
？Nigga
是望京那边的吗？就那个
Hey,
我上次
nah,
去的那
that's
个。
crazy. That means that. Okay, in Chinese. Nigga.
Watch everybody.
That. Damn.
What?
Why don't you get one of those?
So
bikes?
if you say nigga, that nigga. In Chinese, nigga is that nigga, ain't it? That's crazy though. You know what I'm saying? See, I be telling you, bro. There's only so many sounds in your mouth can make realistically. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But there's only so many sounds your mouth can make. So it makes sense that a lot of words sound like especially from different cultures. Like what I mean? But I definitely yo see me. I heard it. I was like yo what he just say? You know what I mean? But it be like that though. It really do. On some real shit. But nah, man. Hey, y'all let me know what y'all think about that one, bro. That was crazy right there. Man, look at this, man.
They told Heather and T-Rail they couldn't meet with DJ Khaled and talk business.
They didn't want us to meet with DJ Khaled.
So we talking big business. Another one.
Another one. Shout out, man.
T-Rail, they couldn't meet with DJ.
Shout out to T-Rail and Heather, man. Shout out to Back on Fig Community World Community. You know what I'm saying? Duno's World. You know what I'm saying? All that and all that, man. Shout out to the, you know, shout out because, you know what I mean? But yeah, DJ Khaled, bro, with his they say who told you they can do that? Who said that?
They didn't want us to meet with DJ
No.
Khaled.
Who
So
did?
we talking big business. Another one.
Booming.
They told.
Bro, who told y'all they can't do business? You know, it's just Khaled doing Khaled stuff. But shout out to DJ Khaled, bro. Hella positive guy, bro. I love his energy. Every time I see him on social media, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You know, and as you can tell, you know, my brand is all about positivity. So I definitely love and respect that. You know what I'm saying? The world is filled with so much negativity that even a glimmer of a light, a little glimmer of hope, you know, just a little smile. You know what I'm talking about? Anything you can just do to put a smile on your face and someone else's face, bro, I respect and I really appreciate that because people really be going through it, bro. I don't think y'all understand. People really be going through it in this life, bro. You know what I'm saying? You yourself might be going through it, but trust me, the nigga right next to you might be going through even worse. He might just not be saying nothing. That's just life, bro. So that's why my whole brand is built on empathy and positivity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very, bro, I've literally given up my life, everything just for my brand. You know what I'm saying? To spread this message that we are all one, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So shout out, man. Big shout out. Big shout out. I'm definitely happy. I get happy when Community World do that. You know, I don't know what it is. I think it's because you know, as I said, I used to, you know, I was watching No Jumper when No Jumper was, you know what I'm talking about? So it's like when I see Community World, like the guys come, you know, and do their thing, because I even started my thing. I literally started doing all this when they left No Jumper is when I started like really, you know, my own podcasting thing. I was doing the fitness influencing thing and all that good stuff, and then watching and realizing, you know, I had the talent for this and all this good stuff. Community World, I'm talking about the guys there, AD, Pun, T-Rail, Schmack, you know what I'm saying? Everybody involved, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for those I can't remember their names right now. But I really watched them, you know what I'm saying, and kind of modeled, I watched them to model, because as I said, I have, you know, hood, what's the word? Hood or street, tendencies or street, you know, mannerisms and all that good stuff, man. And you know, in podcasting at that time, it wasn't that much people really doing, you know what I'm saying, the street things like that, you know what I'm saying? No Jumper was there. But, you know, I ain't gonna lie, when I was watching No Jumper, I was like, bro, I ain't trying to have, you know, interviews and all that good stuff. But then watching how, you know, AD, T-Ray, you know, basically Community World guys went in, you know, and they just basically started screaming, talking, and I was like, you know what, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? And then I started doing my thing, and now look at my brand. I ain't, you know what I mean? $1 million brand coming soon. You know what I'm talking about? Don't sleep on it, man. You know what I'm saying? The Almighty Collective, you feel me? Bruh Talk, you know what I'm saying? Almighty Vibes, you feel me? Blunt Talk. I got, if y'all don't know, I got Almighty Films, you feel me? I got my music, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, come on, man. Shout out to them, though, for real. I definitely am happy because I know this is big money right here, man. Big money come through. Let's get it.
Booming.
They told Heather.
All right. Let us see some more business. Look at this. What the hell, Charlamagne? Charlamagne, what the hell, Charlamagne? Bro, what Charlamagne doing, though, for real? Like, but shout out to Charlamagne, man. You know what I'm saying? Lil Devos, I know damn well he ain't think I was going to let this slide. Coming to the stage, Charlamagne, the God. They said, let's discuss. Oh, my God. He said, let's discuss. I mean discuss. Oh, my goodness, bro. Bro, shout out to Charlamagne, bro. Shout out to Lil Duval. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, the Breakfast Club, man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, Charlamagne, bro, free spirit, man. I swear, I love his energy because, bro, he, you know, similar to me in a sense of, you know, he doesn't care how people feel about it. Like, bro, he's gonna say what you want to say his thing. You know, he tried not to really, you know, he's himself, of course, not trying to be offensive, but he's gonna speak his mind. You feel me? Now, I might not be on his level of speaking my mind. I ain't gonna just be blurring out stuff. You know what I mean? But bro, really out here, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? These are pioneers. These are individuals that have been doing this thing before me, and I respect every single one. You know what I'm saying? I always say, whether I like the person that I don't, I respect those that came before me. You know what I'm saying? Because without seeing them do it, I probably wouldn't have had any idea, or, you know what I'm saying, to do it. You know what I mean? And this is entertainment right here, though. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I'm not talking about looking. I know y'all like, bro, stop playing this. Why is, but it's crazy, bro. Look at this man, bro. What is he doing? Why, Charlamagne? Shout out to Charlamagne, though, for real, man. For real. Legend, dog. Legend. Shout out to Lil Duval, too. And, of course, the Breakfast Club, man. Lauren LaRosa, DJ Envy, and Jess Hilarious, man. Shout out. Big shout out. Let's keep going. All right. Look at this.
The KKK will never be indicted.
Never.
Them niggas will never be. Them niggas will never get the RICO. Them niggas will never be considered terrorists.
Ooh.
They just had a story about the two twins that just got hung in the mountains somewhere.
Georgia.
What?
Yeah.
They got shot and drug up there.
What?
Yeah, and they found a firefighter. They arrested somebody over there.
Yeah, firefighter allegedly, not even allegedly, he did.
What
he
the
took video. I think they found text messages bragging about it. So, and this hasn't even broke the news.
Yeah, what did this
KKK
happen?
will never be indicted.
Never.
What
Them niggas
the
will never be,
hell?
Them niggas will never be.
Did y'all know about this? I didn't know about that. Shout out to the Viral Way podcast, by the way, man. You know what I'm saying? Respect other people that's doing it before me. You know what I mean? As I said, I respect all those that came before me in this thing, man. But yeah, bro, this what they just said. I mean, I seen the caption. I didn't even hear the thing. That's why I was like, I'm going to react to it. But, bro, now hearing it, it's like, first, of course, they have a point, you know, and that's, you know, when we talking about the system. That's the KK is a straight terrorist group. Like, you know, let's cut the bull. There's no, it's hate. It's a hate group. You know what I'm saying? They should not exist in a land where they should, you know, I mean, I guess, no, and not that they shouldn't exist, because this is clearly a land of freedom of speech or freedom of expression. But when you take action, hurt people, murk people, and that's tied into your message, at this point, that's a gang. That's the biggest gang out here. They should definitely crash them niggas. They should definitely crash them niggas, bro. I'm talking about the KKK, bro. They should crash them niggas. Real talk, because they should, bro. How the fuck there ain't no RICO on these niggas, man? Real shit. That lets you know that for sure the system fucked up. Black Panthers got crashed, right? But the KKK ain't got crashed. That tells you a lot. And then for what bro just said, bro, I didn't even know about the recent thing, and it's not even getting publicity. That's the system, man. That's the system, man. Shit. What in the fuck? Let's hear that shit, bro. Listen.
Get the RICO. Them niggas will never be considered terrorists. They just had a story about the two twins that just got hung in the mountains somewhere.
Georgia, yeah.
They got shot and drug up there.
Yeah.
And they found a firefighter. They arrested somebody over there.
Yeah, firefighter allegedly, not even allegedly, he did. He took video. I think they found text messages bragging about it. So
God damn.
And this hasn't even broke the news.
The KK.
Look, man. This is why I would think they wouldn't want it to break the news. Of course, duh. Other than the system trying to, but they don't want, bro. They know do you know what will happen, bro, if they did some shit like that, especially in this time? Oh yeah, people gonna be asking for the KK to go down. That's a fact. I mean, I won't say that's a fact, but people for sure, people gonna be asking for it. You know what I'm saying? But maybe not. I don't know how much of a sound or voice is gonna get, but if they, bro, on some real shit though, nah, I'm not even playing though, bro. Them niggas, like, bro, these niggas, shout out to Viral Way, because they definitely hit the nail on the head with that one, bro. Real talk. Like, and I know, you know, they say the police be watching, you know, social media and shit. I know my channel might be small right now, so they probably might not, you know, be keeping up with my shit. But if they watching, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas go arrest them KKK niggas, man. They ain't even niggas. Them KKK fuck, you know what I'm talking about? Bro, real talk, because that right there is bro, what? Send that, man. And y'all out here, y'all just took Big U and Simone. Y'all keep taking people for RICOs and shit, but don't want to touch the KKK. Why? Could it be possible? I'm just saying, just saying theories. I'm just throwing hypotheses out there. Could it be possible that people in power are part of that? People in power are funding that? You know what I'm saying? So, could the KKK, maybe the leaders have things on leaders, and stuff like that? That's why they don't. Or could it just be they favor that? Or could it be they just don't want a mass, mass whatever? Because niggas ain't gonna take shit. This is not back in the day now, bruh. You see what happened to George Floyd thing, bruh? People was shut down. They was shut down U.S., bro, on some shit like, especially with the wokeness of the times, bruh. People would shut shit down, bruh. They would, and I'm guessing that's why they're not putting all the publicity on all this stuff that be going. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff that be going on that we don't. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I always tell y'all. I always end this shit with I don't know. But y'all can let me know what y'all think. It's crazy. All right, let's keep going. Look at this right here, dog.
Kansas Highway Patrol say a routine traffic stop on the interstate became more than routine after a kidnapping victim was discovered. A trooper with the KHP Criminal Interdiction Unit stopped an SUV for a traffic violation. 2 men in their 60s and a little girl in the SUV. It was found the front seat passenger had a warrant for his arrest from another state for kidnapping a 6-year-old girl just a month prior.
Crazy.
And the driver, a criminal history that included homicide and numerous weapons violations over the years. After backup arrived, the troopers safely removed the little girl from the vehicle. The 6-year-old gave the trooper a false name and false date of birth. She had been coached to do so and lie in an attempt to keep the adult out of jail. However, the trooper calmed the girl down and got her to tell him her real name. She was the kidnapping victim who had been with the suspect for over a month on the run. Thankfully, the girl unharmed. Men were taken into custody. We've reached out to the Kansas Highway Patrol for more information. Click the bit link for updates and what we know up to now.
Bruh. I don't care what y'all niggas say, bruh. You see, when niggas always talk about how there shouldn't be no police. Bro, fuck what y'all niggas say. Policing is necessary, bruh. Facts. Now we know the police is corrupt. We understand. The blue lives and the way they're a fraternity themselves. We get that. You know what I'm saying? But they definitely do some good too. There's a need to have a security system. And it's just necessary. You can't leave it to each individual to secure themselves, because who would have found this girl, bro? Who's riding around looking for people with, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like, we're not out here doing that. And you know what I mean? Like, so I know niggas don't like the police. Shit, when I was doing crime, I didn't like the police. Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. But not saying I'm gonna be real right now. Like if the police pull up on me, oh boy, I buckle. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying they need it, bro. They definitely need it, bro. So all those people that defund the police, all the other shit, bro, that shit was bullshit. Because, bro, who would have found this girl, bro? You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Who would have found this girl? Because this is crazy right here, bro. What be wrong? What's wrong with niggas? What's wrong with people, bro? You know what I'm saying? What you kidnapping the girl for, bro? And then you coach the girl, bro. You can imagine how scared she was, man. I'm just glad she gets to go home to her family, bro. You can imagine how, bro. Bro, I be telling y'all, bro, there is a need for police, bro. You know what I'm saying? And especially in this time and age where police get penalized for the bullshit they do, at least from the ones we see. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of ones that we're not seeing. But they get held accountable, especially with the same way criminals have cameras on them all the time. Police has cameras on them all the time. The only problem now is that police tend to, they control that camera. You know what I'm saying? The law is on their side. So, I feel like if things go, they're not favorable for them, they can turn off the camera, do some shit. I don't know the specific. I'm just saying, I feel like, if they really want to, you know what I mean? But at the same time, though, I feel like they definitely, them same cameras that's looking at the criminals is looking at the cops too, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why they wear cameras on them too. You know what I'm saying? And when they shut that shit off, niggas already know, like, oh, if you shutting it off, we're going to have to ask you some questions, because you should have that shit on through your whole shift, nigga. Unless when you're taking a shit or piss or something like that, you know what I mean? I don't know how that plays, you know what I mean? But still, though, I definitely think, you know what I'm saying, all those people that be saying, oh, fuck the police, bro, I get it. For us, let me not say us, because I'm not part of the criminal elements no more. For individuals that have taken part in crime and all that good stuff, yeah, we get that. But they are needed, man, for the people that, as they say, civilians, regular people, whatever it is, individuals that don't take part in anything. Yeah, the police is, needed, man. I ain't gonna lie. Because unless we gonna, come up with like a vigilante thing, but I don't even think that's even allowed type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But there's a need for people to, hold people accountable, bro. And I'm just saying, there's a need for that. You know what I'm saying? The criminal's job is to get away. Police job is to catch that mug. You know what I'm saying? This, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Y'all can let me know what y'all think, man. I might be wrong. You feel me? I don't got all the answers. Yo, this one right here. This right here is crazy. Look at this.
Keep going. Keep going. Hurry. It's not in the pool. Stop playing. Stop playing.
What the hell?
Go. It's not in the pool. Stop playing. Stop playing.
What the hell?
Go.
What the hell? Oh, he checking her phone. That's her phone? This nigga. What? These niggas, bro. That's crazy. Them dogs ain't doing nothing. They got pets. They ain't got no security dogs. Those are labs. Yeah, those are pets. You can tell they confused, though. The dogs look confused. Oh, shit. They're blamming. He got shot? Why you telling us? Run, bitch. Stop telling us, nigga. What you think was gonna happen? Is that blood right there or a step? That's crazy though, bruh. Man. Shit. Do y'all see this shit? That's crazy right there, ain't it? Bruh got hit. He talking about I got shot. Why you telling us, bruh? What the fuck is wrong with you? What you think was gonna happen? You thought you were gonna come in here and you thought you were gonna be the one doing the shooting if anything went south. You didn't prepare to get shot. But that's how it goes. Bruh, clearly these niggas, you know what I'm saying? They thought it was gonna be bro. When you decide to go hit a lick or do all that, you better be prepared to go, nigga. I'm just telling you, be prepared. You always think that, it's gonna be an easy. The world don't work that way, especially these days. Everybody got blammer, bruh. She was hella smart though. I don't even know. My whole thing is, what the fuck did they think they were leading her to? What are they asking her to get? What, money? What could that be? Because ain't nothing all through here. You ain't see what you were looking for. But she was smart enough to lead them to. So where she led them to is where her husband was, because she was asleep and she heard them break in and she came. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, and then she led them to where her husband was, and bruh did the blaming. Hear that? Black, black, black. Yeah, this guy just got shot. Yeah, nigga. Of course you got shot. You thought he was about to be sweet? Come on, man. Come on, man. You know they're going to catch these niggas. Come on now. You know they're going to... Bruh, you do the crime, you going to do the time, bruh. Plus, I think old girl look white. And clearly they sound like niggas. So... You already know how America is about that. They're going to find your ass. You know what I'm saying? It was, I don't know, bro. Y'all niggas, man, bro. Shout out to her and her husband. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why the husband was in a different room, though, or whatever it is. She was sleeping, or maybe he was working somewhere or something. I don't know, but that's definitely fast thinking for her, for sure. Fast thinking, and also for the husband, you know what I'm saying, to be attentive and aware, because he could have, you know what I'm saying, been lacking. Real shit. Because I don't think she had called or gave any sign, but maybe he heard what's going on. He's just, you know what I'm saying, and she's, all that, and he's just like, oh, okay, I know what they want. I know what they need. I got that 3-piece combo for each of them suck-ass niggas, man. That's probably what he was thinking his head. And you're like, okay, man, what? Man, don't do crime, y'all, bruh. Don't do crime. I'm telling you, bruh, this is not the age for that shit. It's just not, bruh. That shit... Bro, there's a lot of easier ways to make money, bro. Like real shit. Like, you know how many, bro? Niggas is just be, man, niggas be acting stupid, bro. But whatever, bro. Let's keep going. All right, bro. Look at this one, bro.
In custody tonight after police say they plan to kill their own mother.
What?
And they say that it's all because their mom turned off the Wi-Fi. It happened overnight on Barker's Crossing near Barker Cypress in northwest Harris County. That's where we find Fox 26's Jade Fleury on this disturbing story. Jade.
Well, fortunately, the Harris County Sheriff's Office says that the teen's mom was not seriously injured after her own daughters tried to stab her with knives. And we spoke with some nearby neighbors who tell us that disturbances happen frequently at the family home.
They're known for that in this neighborhood.
Are in custody tonight after police say,
Yo. Did y'all just... What? 3 girls... Their moms? Because she turned on the what? Bro, kids these days, bro. Oh my God. What the black? I mean, the Bible, if you're religious, if you're a Christian person, I'm not Christian, I'm spiritual, but, you know, I'm tapped into all the religious type shit, right? The Bible says that in the last days, father against son, mother against daughter, all that, you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe these are the last days for real, because what the fuck? Because of Wi-Fi, bro, these kids, what the fuck? And I don't even know, I don't know how to, because what the neighbor said, like you heard, she was like, they known for doing stuff like that, known for stabbing people. That's what, being loud, like what are they known for? What?
they plan to kill their own mother. And they say that it's all because their mom turned off the Wi-Fi. It happened overnight on Barker's Crossing near Barker Cypress in northwest Harris County. That's where we find Fox 26's Jade Fleury on this disturbing story.
What the
Jade.
fuck?
Well, fortunately, the Harris County Sheriff's Office says that the teen's mom was not seriously injured after her own daughters tried to stab her with knives. And we spoke with some nearby.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. My mom's is the closest family member, other like real shit, closest family member to me. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, my mom feels my pain. Damn near like I'm the one feeling the pain, bruh. I can't even imagine, bruh. I'm irritated, pissed, like. I'm not showing it per se like that, but bro, this is crazy right here, bro. Your mother that carried you for 9 months, took care of you, all that shit, just because she turned off the Wi-Fi. Your fuck ass kids want to murk your moms? What the fuck? What is going on? They need to bring back whooping kids, bro. I'm telling, look, on God, bro, they need to bring back whooping. Bro, this is what I be saying, bro. If y'all don't know, as I always tell y'all, I'm Nigerian, born and raised Nigerian. I mean, I'm American, you know what I'm saying? But as in, I was born and raised Nigerian before I came out here, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Bro, whoopings in Nigeria, bro, whoopings? Oh my goodness. If you whoop your, let's just say you whoop your kid runs around, call the police. Bro, the police gonna whoop you and then send you back, and then make sure they watch your parents whoop you too. We ain't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? It's because nobody whoops kids. I mean, well, I'm not saying, let's be real. I'm not, you know, because there's multiple ways to approach kids, you know what I'm saying? But some kids some kids need it. I'm sorry. Spare the rod, spoil the child. I believe that shit. I believe that shit. Don't lock me up now. But I believe that shit. What the fuck? For what? I'm sorry, bro. I know I'm yelling. I'm just, bro. Y'all can y'all, if you don't know, as I always tell you, this is Bro Talk, part of the Almighty Collective, the land of positivity where empathy reigns. So I'm empathetic. This is what my channel is. I react to stuff. You know what I'm saying? I feel for the individuals, and I bring it to y'all so we can feel for the individuals together, because we can learn from these things. Parents watching this, how would you react? What would you do? And these girls, now, no Wi-Fi. You ain't gonna see Wi-Fi. You might not see Wi-Fi for the rest of your life. You might not, but you probably, you know, maybe they give them 5-10 years, maybe. But y'all ain't getting no Wi-Fi now. Y'all stupid. Stupider than a mile line. Stupid as fuck. You try to make your own mom because she cut off the Wi-Fi, you dumb. See, I don't call people names like that. Like, I'm not one to be like, say bitch and all that shit, but god damn, I'm so tempted to say that shit right now, bro. It's crazy, bro. Oh, it hurt me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this pissed me the fuck off, bro. It's pissed me the fuck off, bro. Bruh, this pissed me the fuck off.
By neighbors who tell us that disturbances happen frequently at the family home.
They're known for that in this neighborhood.
Are in custody.
They're known for that in this neighborhood. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I better spare the rod, spoil the child, man. And Bruh, even on that note, hold on. I'm going to show y'all something. Look, on that note, bruh, hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Just bear with me. Look at this.
I'm not going to keep doing this same thing in my house. You have to get out my house. I'm sorry, I don't know where you going to go, but you can call your mama and ask her, can you come back down?
You already know she don't want me with her, so why would you even...
I don't care. You keep doing the same thing. You keep doing the same thing. I send you to school, you ditch your school. You steady calling these little boys. I told you.
I don't even talk to nobody.
Look, I told you to stay away from these little boys. We're not going to keep doing this. I'm not going over this no more with you.
God.
You have to get your stuff and get out my house. Yes, you have to figure it out. You got to figure it out. I'm tired. Call your mama right now. Call your mom. See, that's your problem.
She said don't touch me. See, what the fuck are you talking about? What the
attitude? You're only 14 years old. Call your mama. Yeah.
Brother, smack the dog shit out of her. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get, you know what I'm saying? My bad. As I said, that's the Nigerian spilling out of me. My bad, y'all. You know?
Call your mama right now. You got to get out my house. I'm done. You too grown. You're only 14 years old.
Like, for real.
You steady doing the same thing. I found weed in your room.
That wasn't even mine.
Who weed was it?
What
my friend was over here last time.
That's your
Does that make it better?
With these little fast-ass little girls.
I told her not to bring it in here.
No, you steady lying. That's your problem. You need to stop lying and go to school. All I asked you to do was go to school. I buy you everything you want. And you steady crying for what? All you got to do is do the right thing.
That's what happens when this happens a lot. I mean, and ladies watching or in the chat or whatever it is, they see it later, you can let me know. Y'all do this a lot, right? When, not all of y'all, I'm just, but the ladies, you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not judging all ladies, but y'all, when they catch, you start crying like as though a nigga, like, bro, just accept you wrong and fix the problem. But you cry, realistically, men don't like women crying, so men, some men, especially fathers, tend to soften up. So she probably think it's gonna help, but bro probably had enough.
But pack your stuff and get out of my house. You can leave now.
Bruh, talking about, like we just seen on the previous situation, you feel what I'm saying? This is what I'll be talking about, bruh. What makes this girl think she can talk back to her father, right? People will say, oh man, she's a human being, so she has the right to talk. That's true. But if you feel that way, then you have the right to live on your own. People say, but it's her father. He should never give up on her. No, nigga, that's not how that works. That's how you end up like, oh, girl. The previous story we just seen where your kid's trying to stab you because they don't respect you. They don't fear you enough. Then there needs to be fear and respect. Good kind of fear. You know what I'm saying? Like the fear of the Lord. Good kind of fear. You need to instill the fear of God in these kids, bro. Because he touched her. She said, don't touch me. What? In my house? And I'm taking care of? I'm your parent. I gave birth to you. Clearly, you don't respect me for that. The universe has set me above you for a reason, for me to watch over you your whole life till I die. But you don't care about what the universe wants. Oh, God, that's cool. Okay, cool. The state said it like, you don't care about that neither. Okay, that shit. Why should I care? I'm not about to die because of you. That's stupid. What the fuck I look like? You know what I'm saying? I always tell y'all, when y'all come to this world on your own. Every single one of us came on our own. Don't let anybody, I always say this, not your parents, not your kids, not your twin, your brother, your sister, your aunt, nobody dies when you die. You die on your own. So if you pick up all these bullshit stress, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you have an obligation to your kids, but if the kid has chosen the path, that's one thing people don't seem to understand. People love to blame parents for how their kids turn out. Bro, nature and nurture, all that good stuff, I get it. But realistically, bro, a kid is a human being with a mind. All of us, like, for example, I'm these days I start using myself as an example. I grew up, what they call it, pastor's kids and all that good shit, right? A pastor's kid, right? But I still got into the streets. Why did you get into the streets? Why you think? Right? Are you gonna blame I can't blame my folks because they really didn't want. But a kid still is a human being and a whole other entity. You can't force them to do shit. So if you can't force them to do shit and it's more detrimental to you, you should let them go and go figure it out for themselves. mind you, keep an open arm, just like, the story of the prodigal son for, the Christians. When they're ready, they're going to come back and you're going to welcome them. And by that time, they don't experience enough to humble themselves. But you don't have to deal with this shit where it's going to end up. You shouldn't die. You shouldn't die because of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, for what? I'm pretty sure you got some other kids or you got, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, hell no, she can go. Don't, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is what I be saying, bro. Man, I say spare the rod, spoil the child. And if the child just ain't listening or whatever, just set them free. If they too grown, let them go and do their thing. They might blame you all this. I promise you, years later, they going to realize it because just like all of us. I was once a child. I remember when my parents used to tell me, chill, don't go out, don't do this. That. I was like, nah, fuck all that. But when you get older, you do. You understand it. It takes maybe 10 years, some of us 20. But we do get it. You know what I'm saying? We do. And we be like, damn, I'm acting like my mom's now. I'm doing what they was saying. Oh, damn, I should have been, But you needed the experience. You needed to experience some bullshit. That's part of the process. So set them free. If they're not listening to you, set them free. Let them go. When the humility has come into their mind, welcome them. You know what I'm saying? But nah, sometimes you gotta set them free. But you ain't about to die on top of these niggas' heads, bro. Or they ain't about to bro. Nah. Real talk.
That wasn't even mine.
All right, let's see. Look at this one. Woo! Look at this.
Tell the truth, Mr. Monzel.
I think it's an old video, but look at this.
In your lie detector test, you were asked, did you have any sexual contact with any of your 3 daughters? You said no. And the lie detector said there was no deception.
Of course. Well, hopefully, of course.
Yes, thank God.
How
does that feel for you? And that your daughters know it?
Well, I felt they always did know it.
You felt they always did know it? Mm-hmm. And didn't speak it because?
They didn't know no better. They wasn't told no different.
Wow.
Miss Yvonne took a lie detector test and said, did you make up or exaggerate any stories with the intention to harm Monzel? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive.
God.
Then he asked you, did you say something to the effect of, I'm going to make sure you're never happy again? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive.
Oh, man.
So, Miss Yvonne has acknowledged that her story about you touching your children in a sexual way was not true.
That's true.
So, Miss Yvonne, is there anything that you wanted to say to Mr. Monzel?
Why didn't you fight for him harder? If
What
you
the
knew you
fuck?
didn't-
I should tell. What the fuck? That's her. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me calm down. Let's keep
Do
going.
it. And what is it that he could have said
Exactly.
that would have made you not believe the lie you were telling? Miss
Exactly.
Yvonne, you told the lie.
What the fuck?
It was a lie, and you told it. And you gotta own it.
I'm sorry. I need you to say that you did not rape your girls. I need to hear it come out your mouth the way I've always heard it, Ma.
Shout out her.
I apologize for accusing you of raping them. Please forgive me.
That's a fake apology right there. I ain't gonna lie.
You don't have to.
I'm sorry. Bro, you can tell it. Look at bro shaking, bro.
You don't have to.
What? Man,
I cannot accept your apology.
On God, I'm sorry. I couldn't neither.
Because it's not sincere.
Facts.
Deep down, I know that you didn't believe that. You knew I had no sexual desires for my children. For 25 years, this thing has broken me.
Tell the truth.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to bruh for holding himself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, he ain't gonna smack nobody, but he could have yelled. He could have, he could have stormed out. He could have broke something. He composed himself pretty well, but it's crazy, It's crazy that you would think something like this, you know what I mean? Like, but a lot of guys go through this. Men say this a lot, and people close ears to this. Society favors the ladies. Mind you, not all women are bad, not all men are bad. We're not talking about everybody. We're just talking about those that are going through the situation. A lot of men go through this, that baby mama shit, you know what I'm saying? Where the kid thinks the father don't love him, and not knowing that, you know what I'm saying, out of spite. It's all out of spite. Can you imagine? After they caught her in the act, they asked her, you know what I'm saying, and she said, why didn't you fight for them more? What the fuck? What the fuck? She's trying to spin it. Mind you, if y'all don't know, it's been said a lot. I don't know if it's proven, but the major issue women have is accountability. When they get caught in some bullshit, they do not know how to claim accountability. Accept it. They don't. Not all of them. As I said, you know what I mean. Don't. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. This is crazy. If this was a lady doing this, if this was a guy doing this to a lady, I'd say the same damn thing. Like, bro, what? That's insane. That's insane, bro. And what if this didn't happen? What if clearly, like, she said she apologized. You can tell the apology was fake as a motherfucker. And then forget even the fake apology. If they never brought it to this situation, this would never gotten addressed like this. That's fucked up. Why are people, man? Shit. That, you know what I'm saying? And bro, you can tell bro was hurt. For 20-something years, you've been lying to your kid. Like, do you know what? That's why you always got to get all sides of the story, bro. They said there's 3 sides of the story. It's your part, his part, and the truth. That is insane. And it's sad that some people really don't even get this chance to clear stuff up. The kids really just believe that shit and they just go with it. You know? It's insane. Man. Oh no, man. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. This just had me. That's crazy. You hear me? All right. Look at this one.
You know, a lot of women complain about men being the problem, when all actuality, men are the solution. Baby girl, all that shit you complaining about, a man will have you straight. A man would have you straight. And the reality is, a man ain't gonna put up with no bitch. And I'm gonna leave that there. You know, a lot of women complain about men being the problem, when all actuality, men are the solution. Baby girl, all that shit you complaining about, a man will have you straight. A man would have you straight.
But let's be real though. It might not necessarily be if you don't swing, the man's way, what I'm saying. What I mean is, like, if you're not, if you're a lesbian or stuff like that, maybe you're not an attractive man. I think you're gonna find your person regardless, you know what I'm saying? But I just definitely don't think we should be saying men are the problem. That's bullshit. From the video we just seen previously, clearly, that man was not the problem. And the other video we seen, the daughters were the one trying to murk their moms. Men tend to protect it. Y'all just get what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Love who you love and all, but don't blame people, bro. Don't be out here saying, "Oh, men are men are not the problem." They said, do you? I heard this recently. They said, do you know the common denominator in all your previous relationships? You, nigga. I'm talking about whether you're a girl or not. You are the common denominator, meaning there's something about you that you might, you know what I mean? You are the common denominator in all this. Different guys, but you not with them. You know what I'm saying? So you got to ask yourself questions. Male, female, whoever you are. You know what I'm saying? Because these days, that's the whole narrative. This real narrative, the men this, men that, men ain't this, nah, bruh. No. If the times are changing, and then it's making you think that, the old school man is not the way, that's a new school man. You know what I'm saying? There are multiple variations of men, multiple variations of women. So I don't like that whole idea. People you want to blame one gender or whatever. Bro, that's the easiest cap out, the easiest excuse anybody can give. You just want, bro. This is what I learned when I was young. Excuses devalue a man or a woman. Excuses devalue you. When you give excuses so much, this is the reason why this is that just shows that you don't have control over your life. I mean, we can't control. I'm gonna be honest right now. You cannot control anything outside of your body. But if you can't control yourself enough, then yeah, you don't have control. You know what I'm saying? It's always this person's fault. If they didn't do this, where's your accountability? You started dealing with them. If you didn't deal with them, they wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? Where do you take accountability for? Males, females. I'm saying this for all of us. The problem is not them, it's you. It's never them, it's you. I promise you. Every single thing, even when they cheated on you, it's you. It's your fault. Why? Because you chose that person. Oh, how would I have known? Of course you wouldn't have known, but who else are you going to blame? Anybody force your hand to do this shit? You chose the person. You made a decision. I always tell you on this channel, I say if somebody gives you advice and you take the advice and it works for you, it's for your glory. If someone gives you advice, you take the advice, it doesn't work for you, it's also for your detriment. You the one that you chose. You choose. Life is choice. Society these days, people don't love to make choices. Society feels with sheep. I say this on this channel a lot too. People just want to go with the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's a fan, or everybody just they don't want to think of their own. No mind of their own. They just that's society. Nobody, you know what I mean? And if you do something different, everybody calls you, oh, you weird, you stupid, I don't give a fuck what I am, nigga. You fuck with me or you don't, nigga. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you gonna get the fuck out of my way. If you're not with it, get out. Ain't no hate, just get the fuck on. So yeah, bro, we need to, you know what I mean? We got to do better. We, not me, not you. We, goddamn it. You feel me? But I don't know. Y'all can let me know. Feel me? All right. Look at this one.
I tried dating women my age. That's the hardest shit in the world.
Oh, man.
They stuck in their fucking ways. They wonder why they can't keep a man.
Now, look, now, you know they gonna get you for this now.
I wouldn't give a damn. Them old hoes need to lower their standards and realize that unless you want to
Trick, no.
Unless them hoes want a nigga unless they want a swap out, a nigga that's a swap out artist, unless them bitches want a yes man or a paymaster. Bitch, I'm the sugar daddy with no sugar. Yeah, sweet and low. I'm not doing whatever you don't do, you don't get paid for. Like, bitch, stop always complaining. Like, for real. Them hoes stuck in their way. I asked her, where you at? You ain't my dad. I'm not your bitch. I hope I'm not your daddy, bitch.
I'm shocked that he's experiencing this from older ladies, because I would think it's the reverse. My experience, you know what I'm saying, and most niggas' experience that I know, is the reverse. This is shocking me. I ain't gonna lie.
I want to know where you at, bitch, in case you get in an accident, in case you get a flat tire. I'm not. See, women want to get treated like niggas. I can't. I don't like niggas. I'm gonna treat you like a nigga. I treat niggas any kind of way. You want to get treated equal. So you telling me you want to get treated like a nigga, because you can never be a nigga. You can never be me. If a man gonna be a man, are you really a woman? Why you don't cook? Why you don't pay more attention to me like you pay attention to your eyelashes? A 50-year-old ain't got no baby here. Why do you wait till you were 45 to get braces? It's shit like that. Like, you wait till you 45 years old to get braces. Man. And now you got your little daughter, 21, getting her body done. 23, and she 23 years old, and she got her titties done. You ain't even have a baby yet. That shit gonna drop. You got to get them done again. You understand what I'm saying? Like, ain't no 40 years old. You're 45, you ain't got baby hairs. Those are not baby hairs.
So what's your demo?
What?
I want a bitch I can leave something. A bitch I can raise, because you can't re-raise nobody. Somebody can.
He wants a woman he can raise. Brother, ain't you got no... Brother, I don't think that's the way you should... No. Come on, bro. Oh, man. Oh, I don't think he said... Oh, man. Oh, they about to... Ooh. A bitch you can raise? Oh, no.
Raise somebody that appreciate me. Somebody that could learn them something. You know what I'm saying? Show them how to work hard. Show them how to accomplish it. You can't. This is what women.
Bro, that sounds like a daughter, though.
My age do. They go to other neighborhoods. They move from Miami to Atlanta, from Atlanta to Miami. You still a hoe.
God.
You can't run the miles back on that pussy.
God damn.
You cannot turn your mouth back on that pussy. So they want to be able to say, I bet you none of your friends ain't fuck me, but yeah, his friend fucked you, his friend fucked you, her friend fucked you, her brother fucked you, her daddy, everybody else done fucked you. So you're avoiding my friend's dick. Fuck my friends. I tried dating women my age. That's the hardest shit in the world.
Trick Daddy, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Respectfully, see, mind you, if he was in another culture, this is acceptable. In Nigeria, this is normal. You know, older men, younger women, it's normal. It's shit. I would say African culture, it's normal. Shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I was younger, like when I was coming to America, something, you know, my father told me. It was like, oh no, it wasn't I can't remember who told me that. Some older guy, it wasn't my father. But he was like, bro, you know I was at that time I was 16. He was like, you know, your wife isn't even born yet. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't bat an eye to it because, you know, that's African culture. Like, men marry women that are like about 10. They're about, even some men even like, right, I mean, go look it up. African culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is culture before all this civilization. It's still tradition that people still hold, you know, so depending, you know what I mean? But if he was in that culture, if he was, no, that's different. But bro, that's not your culture per se though. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm talking about like the American culture, bro. That's what you said right there can be read as grooming. You know, it could be read as grooming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want a younger John that you can raise, brother. That's a daughter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm really not trying to talk down on bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying maybe he used the wrong words, because also what I was saying is that guys usually have the inverse of what he's going through. It's usually the younger girls that don't have, you know, they all trying to talk to you all crazy, all that good stuff, blah, 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 you know. But the older ladies, older individuals tend to respect you more because, you know, they've experienced life, they know what they want and all that good stuff. They, you know what I'm saying? More catering, more nurturing, especially they were part of the other times when, you know, women catered to men type, you know. So I'm shocked that, you know, I'm shocked on multiple levels what he said, but, you know, that is just, you know what I mean? But I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not here to tell, you know, bro, how to, because after all, he, you know, but I don't know. I don't know a Trick Daddy, bro. But respect the Trick Daddy, you know, shout out to bro, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to whatever platform you on right now, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. Like, I you know, but everybody has their own preference. Everybody has their own thing. As long as the person legal, I don't think we have any say to say, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Because I know older guys don't tend to want to deal with a woman that's impatient and all that good stuff and all that, you know what I'm saying? And that's usually how men say, you know, older men say younger women are. You know, they're trying to they either just spend on them and just have, you know, like the sugar daddy shit, all that good, but not really taking them serious unless they meet one with an old soul or something like that. Or the guy himself is a, you know, young, vibrant, you know, whatever, you know. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I always tell you, I don't claim to know shit. I just give you all my opinion. And my opinion today can change tomorrow. That's evolution. That's getting better. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. But, you know, y'all can let me know what y'all think. You feel me? Is there anything else? Do we have anything else? Yes, we do. Look at this one. I think this is the last one.
Get out of there. And she got it out and ain't giving nobody none.
Bro, this man slim thug.
Ain't that some bullshit, y'all? You can't be out here false advertisement like that.
Slim thug,
What the fuck?
Yes, you can, though, bro.
Short ass shorts, and she don't want to give nobody none.
It's her body, though, bro.
Advertisement. I told her she better give somebody some every weekend.
What?
Why you got all your ass out?
She probably giving somebody some, bro. Just saying you or something. You know what I mean?
When you got all you should have long clothes on. If you ain't, no split the booty tights. If you ain't giving nobody none, okay?
See, he's that old school. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of like entrapment, right? Ain't that a certain way of entrapment?
I don't know.
It's called minding her business. Y'all is still on that Adam and Eve devil shit, huh? Fellas, do not.
You talked about Adam and Eve. If you want to go there, Adam and Eve didn't wear clothes at first, right? I've always been saying it. When niggas keep talking about how women is showing more skin, bruh. Y'all do realize at first we weren't aware of the whole nakedness thing. It wasn't a big deal till society started evolving and all these rules start coming in. I always tell people I support the desensitization, you know, or desexualization of, you know, all this stuff. Women not wear. bring us back to the Adam and Eve days so niggas can stop focusing on just looks and stop focusing on content of character. I'm very much, women walk naked enough where men could just forget, you know what I'm saying? We not, you know, that doesn't arouse us no more. Niggas is now like, yo, what's really to you in your brain? Like how your personality is. That's how because that she showed a little skin and it gets you hood. That's how a lot of niggas have gone down with the RAPE stuffs and all this edit and all this, because niggas don't know how to control. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be enough for you to, if it look good, it look good. You look at it and, but you shouldn't be like, oh man, she can be giving something up. By the way, respect to Slim Thug. I'm not knocking him, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's clearly of the older generation, right? But yeah, I don't, you know what I mean? Bro, she doing her thing. She ain't disturbing nobody. She probably got a man, or she might not. I don't know. But if she ain't disturbing nobody, she doing her thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let her girl do her shit. That's just how I feel.
Fall for that shit. These women is devils. They is the bad ones, kid. They try to entrap you with these outfits and try to make it like you a creep.
You're not a creep for looking, but you should have self-control not to want to just, you know, boing her just because she look good. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. When guys say all this stuff about women dressed like this and all that, it shows that you don't have enough self-control. You shouldn't be wanting to jump on everything that looks good, nigga. If that was that easy, if not, like, you know what I'm saying? If it was just like that, then, you know what I mean? Like, what's the whole point of you having a brain to think? You know, with men, younger men especially, the older you get, you know, both brains start working the same. But with younger men, when this brain is on, this brain is off. You feel me? When this brain come on, this brain shut off. But the older you get, you know what I'm saying, you start, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So when guys be talking about this, I'm like, bro, bring back the Adam and Eve time, bro. I'm telling y'all, I want the Adam and Eve time, bro. Desensitize us from the sexualness of women. Let's start looking at the content of their character. Let's start looking at their personality, not just the BBLs. Mind you, most niggas don't even like their BBL shit. Some niggas do, you know what I mean? But not just the BBLs, the titties, the lip fillers, the makeup. No, none of that shit. Not the hair, the weave. Let's get to the real meat and potatoes pause of the situation. What's your personality like? I know the eyes are the window to the soul, but what keeps you in that house is the personality, man. The content of the house. You feel me? That's just me, though.
Well, I can see how your whole shit shaped.
What's wrong with that?
I'm only a man. What the fuck am I gonna do?
Control yourself.
It's entrapment, kid.
Control yourself.
Entrapment. And then they'll say, well, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't giving nobody. Well, hold up. What is all this for? Why are we displaying all this then? It's a setup. And they on here doing them thirst traps all day and then say we thirsty. What the fuck you got on? What the fuck am I supposed to say?
I don't think it's thirsty for you commenting, oh, you look good, you know what I'm saying, or even approaching to, you know, shoot you a shot. But I think it's thirsty when you expect just because they dress a certain way, they have to want to give it up to you. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, that's the whole thing. Like, bro, you know what I mean? Every time you wear basketball shorts and a basketball outfit, don't mean you always gonna play basketball. Niggas be chilling, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you mean?
The fuck you mean? Nigga not gay. Nigga ain't blind either. Fuck is you wearing? Hell yeah, I'm looking at your ass. You got a split in it. Hell yeah, your moose knuckles got a hole. You can see the whole decoration in the hole. You know exactly the kind if it got the.
You can appreciate it, bro.
Still got shit over the, you can see the whole the decoration of the moose knuckle. God damn, I'm just a man. Get out of there.
Oh, man, shout out to Slim Thug, man, and shout out to all the ladies, you know what I'm saying, worldwide, you feel me? But yeah, man, it's been a great episode, man, you feel me? Appreciate everybody that tuned in, you feel me? Much love, much love. By the way, shout out to the star of the stream. You know I do this every time. The star of the stream right here is King Kush. Shout out to you, brother. Or sister. I'm pretty sure it's a brother. But shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? The star of the stream, you know, I give star of the stream at the end of all streams for, you know, those that comment and keep, you know, engagement. So, of course, if you're trying to be a star of the stream, engage more. Chat, you know, communicate, react, you know, all that good stuff. But I appreciate everybody seeing this, whenever you seeing this, you know what I'm saying? This has been Bruh Talk Live, part of the Almighty Collective, the land of positivity where empathy reigns supreme. And I am the sun that shines in that land of positivity. I am your boy, Almighty Vibes, your big brother, little brother, twin brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to see y'all next time. By the way, as I always tell y'all every time, go check out my music. You hear me? Check out my music. You know, Almighty Vibes on all platforms. And then go check out the merch as well. The merchy merch. You might see something here that you like. You know what I'm saying? You know, you never know. Check that out. All that good stuff. Support your boy. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up, shares, all that good stuff too. You feel me? Anyway, I'm going to see y'all next time, which is basically tomorrow because we stream. Literally, we do trending topics every day. Bruh Talk Live every day. And then the clips will be available too. So tap in with that tap in, and I'm going to see y'all next time. Stay mighty because we are all mighty. I am out.
Almighty push.